Labour migration is one major economic reason Africa's youth are clamoring for greener pastures overseas. Scores have perished in the high seas through the Mediterranean and the Libyan Gulf. Some are feared dead in the North African desert, with dozens more entrapped in doing menial jobs elsewhere. Scary reports of enslavement, for example, arrive in countries like Kuwait and other Gulf countries. But this has not deterred many from wanting to go away from their countries. The evergreen common dreams of traveling overseas keep igniting that passion every passing day. Sierra Leone, a country of 7,075,641 people, has only 3,473,991 males, with a female population of 3,601,650, computing a sex ratio of 96.5%, according to the 2015 census data report. Against this backdrop, Unified Overseas Recruitment, a local recruitment agency in concert with Jordan, has been working in close collaboration with the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and line agencies to facilitate legal labour migration.
His Excellency the President, H.E. Dr. Koma, has been very much true to his conscience with regards to empowering the young people of this country. He always reminds me of his statement that his commitment to lay his life for the cause of young people has nothing to do with politics. It's a sincere pronouncement, and he will do everything within his power to ensure that young people are given opportunities within his government, and he has demonstrated that one.
Vacancies exist for professional drivers, security guards, construction works, steel bending, and much more in the United Arab Emirates. These categories of recruitment met an ISO in the initial stage as the government had placed a ban on overseas recruitment for housemates. It was an effort to open the doors of opportunities for scores of Sierra Leoneans who are always dreaming of working and living overseas. This time, a cars taxi service company had advertised vacancies for about 300 professional drivers. The turnout is huge because the government decided to open up to legal migration as mitigating measure to stop the illegal random backdoor traveling. Matthew Tembro is Sierra Leone's Minister of Labour Social Security.
Our job as a mandate of the ministry is to create employment. Whatever we can do, we'll do that, but we will require that our people are safe, treated nicely, so that the general public here will have a peace of mind. They were worried for some time because of the stories, the information we are getting from Kuwait specifically. The treatments, we see social media reporting bad images, and the country was worried as well as the government. So at that point we took quick measure to put a moratorium, a stop on the operation, so that we can take a clear look and find ways how we can help our people to do work over there safely. That's what we have done. And this time around, we are going to guide the company Unified and other two companies that will do business over there, so that they conduct their business properly and according to the law, so that the general public will not take on any other negative thought. We fought so hard, as I was saying. It was very difficult, but we hope that this time around this business will be conducted safely and profitably. I have been talking with Unified, show them, give them certain information and guidance as to how the public is thinking, what they should do to satisfy the questions and the doubt of the general public, and I'm sure they have done most of that. So now it's clear, anybody who has question can go to Unified. First of all, it has an office location. It's not just standing in the street corners trying to recruit people or hiding, but this is open and everybody knows the location. They have been on the air a couple of times telling the country where they are and what they are doing, so other people came to see their office space just so that they can see what they have and what they have to offer. So we are hopeful that this time around we're going to get positive news, and my boss, the president, had instructed me that for this time all our people should leave the country by air, not by road or by sea as it was happening, because the general public want to see all their people living this country by air, and they all see them going, they're sure that they are learning in Dubai. And my boss also added that this recruitment, we are targeting Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and others in the Gulf region. So this is what we are hoping, and we hope that this business relationship between Dubai and Republic of Sierra Leone will continue and work in the right direction positively.
University keeps churning scores of graduates in the successive academic calendars without jobs. In words of the permanent secretary, the private sector should come in handy to rescue the situation.
Employment remains our biggest challenge, and every now and again our youths keep churning out of institutions, schools, technical institutions, and they require jobs. The private sector has not been dynamic enough or diversified enough to accommodate the number of people coming out of institutions. So we will always need this kind of support from especially a brother from Ghana who has the courage to come here, partner with our fellow Sierra Leonean to find a way to see how they can get employment for our young people. I want to appreciate this effort. I want to assure you that we'll give you all the support to ensure that this relationship blossoms from now onwards.
In trying to solve the unemployment crisis, one architect is Ghanaian-born Alhaji Said Abdelmomin Sharif, CEO of Dangaskian Limited, who saw the necessity of exploring virgin West African countries to have them benefit from the employment opportunities in the United Arab Emirates.
We've also received from your ministry very warm, reception since we started, partnering with our local partner, Unified Overseas Recruitment. We've done a lot of work, and we've tried as best as possible to comply with the laid down rules and regulations of labor migration. And we continue to assure you that whatever the rules, we'll do our best to play within the confines of the rules of engagement in this sector. Cars Taxi have done a lot to give our youth, Sierra Leonean youth, the opportunity to have decent jobs in Dubai or the United Arab Emirates in general, because Cars Taxi is a very big and renowned taxi franchise in that country. They have a fleet of cars. I don't know how many, but I know it's in thousands because of the nature of taxi business in the United Arab Emirates, and they are one of the best and the most reputable companies that we have in that sector. They have taken the first step, Honorable Minister, to give our youth the opportunity so many companies were reluctant to come, but they took the bold step to be the first company that agrees to come and employ our youth here. And they've done it to perfection. The boys are very happy. So far we have about 27 who have made the trip, and the 28th, left just early this morning, about 1 a.m. today, because his visa came late, and he complied with all the rules and went to take his international labor card from your ministry, and yesterday we facilitated his ticket for him to fly. He's still on the way, but they are all aware, and they've made preparation for his reception once he lands in Dubai. So what I want to say, Honorable Minister, in summary, is that this company deserves all the applause and laurel that, for their gallant step forward. And I'm sure their second coming, shows that they are happy with our boys.
Yeah.
The boys are doing well, both professionally in their professional sector and in terms of their conduct. That was where I was so worried, because I know their conduct will reflect positively or negatively on the business itself here. But thank God I had the report from the HR manager and from the training manager that their conduct was excellent so far. So that gives me the hope that Cars Taxi will continue to come here more and more for more Sierra Leoneans. So they are here for the second time, and this time, according to the demand letter, they want to recruit as many as possible, at least 200 drivers. So it is now left to us to prove if we have the 200 drivers for them to take or not. And we've done so well to gather some of the youth. We don't know, maybe between today and tomorrow, we'll be able to furnish you the number that we'll be able to recruit based on their criteria.
Taxi driving is now a lucrative business, but to begin fully employed, one has to be able to read, write, and communicate well in the English language.
Customers to focus on the products of the taxi that they made, and supervise and design windows presentation to attract customers, increase sales, and responsible for design in-store display.
A person who is allowed of a person who is aware of this distance and rights.
What is this?
Who does a person section of
Charles Sise. A couple of days back, Unify Recruitment Company, where the 319 Bible Road, Calabar Town. One day I didn't have Osayeri, then people are on radio, on the SLBC. Then they interview them, the CEO and the manager of the make. Tell we say one company we don't come where they recruit Sierra Leone in the genuine way. But some of who be not there now other companies that we don't eat too money them. So now after next will be there. But when we don't make a research, we go to the company, na the office day, we find out say na genuine. So luckily, they tell we say Wednesday, the 13th of this month, the people in the camp. And we make a research, we can GTI, we in a trade center, we can see, we see the waitman and come, we go on exam. And this program, really, no one to not sabi A. Because the people that we can, no, they compromise with nobody. For say, you na driver, you they come, for say, you can't go drive, no, you get for read and write. So they go on the interview, then they give you paper them, ask you questions, we all they fill them. When they make them in that way, they, under that formal day, when they write an interview. From then, in the go interview, open the computer, say what you see, read them, what you see. Then from that point today, now they determine you. Then from that point today back, when they go back, now the field, for go do the practical. Because people, normally the motor will be the driver and a manual. But the people, they tell you, I'll try say an automatic motor and then Dubai. Taxi car company. So we then display them company, then motor and they to we. So luckily, we can feel a trade center there. So me, as I say, this is a genuine program. Any Sierra Leonean, whether I read this thing at the media, let not afraid, let come. And me and man, I don't see say a genuine program. So I thank you.
I'm Ishmael Duba. Of course, this program, now one of my colleagues, now he tell me about this program. He tell me, even yesterday, if you go to my house, he go inform me back, he go remind me, say, this program, the way don't come. And the program, he say, genuine, so myself, this 7 o'clock, at 12 for prepare for that camp, now GTI, when the interview take place. So we can't wait for the wait man there. By 9 o'clock, we then come. They can give orientation, how the program they look like. Of course, this program no want somebody no go school. At least if you sabi read and write. Because the exam will sit, now reading and writing. Of course, we'll be over 100 who can see this exam this morning. But like about 25 to 30 now who qualify for the oral, they will the exam. They will come for the practical back. After that, the practical back, we don't come back, we get automatic, we get manual. My own view to this process, of course, the program is genuine. I don't ever go in any program, at the able program, but this one today I can well satisfied. And I plan, by the grace of God, for continue. By the grace of God, we'll go to Dubai. By the grace of Allah.
And me name Max Sanko. And what I see today towards this program, it make us feel good. Because we don't try several times. I even said the last time we used some brother then they go dice on our tar, they go so. But this particular program, I advise each and every one, every Sierra Leonean, let them focus on this program, and our program will be say it change Motaman in life completely.
I'm by Sise, the CEO of Unify Overseas Recruitment Company. Unify, I bring them up purposely for help the youth of this country. The president of this country, they always tell you, say, we get for introduce what they call the agenda for prosperity. What do they mean? They bring the better thing to the doorstep of the layman. When they listen them, they decide, say, I get for sacrifice for this country called Sierra Leone, for help the government, for let them able to achieve what are the aims and objectives. Through that, I'm able to bring up this government, this company. I go all out. I follow the rules and regulations of government. All what they need, I do them to perfection. When I done, I check the document, I go give them, they look at and say it's correct. So they authorize me. When they authorize me, the other criteria where they, if you get for make any recruitment that I am now, we don't get for be a danger something for the youth of this country. You get for bring your partners, your overseas partners then for let them come to this country. I be able to meet up with that criteria again they come. When they come, I able to take them to the Minister of Labour. The Minister of Labour accept them, introduce them to government. And government see say na the right track we dey follow. We therefore continue for go. And the main purpose back wey make I decide for bring up this company, I dey see we pikin them, we brother them. Then they go. Nobody no able stop them for go. As long as you don't pass 18 years, they no able stop you for go. But the go where they go, maybe not correct. If they go no more for go first, and they die in the Mediterranean Sea, and they go down in Arabian land, and they go down in the desert. So, like me, I look at it and say, it's not proper. I for make a sacrifice. Now I make see this company, I call them Unify. Because I want for unify the youth of Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone in particular. So I step in, bring them up, able to get the investors them. They don't can take the first batch of people there. Now why they talk so then they did, and then get a very good recommendation from the investors. They say that the best driver there, now the best cultured people there, then discipline, they need. So that's why it don't make the government of Sierra Leone don't get a big morale in the Middle East. Now for that purpose, they make them come back for can recruit other people there. Now we dey on them. We dey can recruit the driver there again. So from that point, we dey for screen them. Now the test we dey pan today. We then take off. We get more for camp. We get more for care go. If we dey carry most of the youth of Sierra Leone no get job. We government no able to get job. And this is like a continuous process. We not to say when they cancel, they don't can take them go. As then they go, so we left bring other one them. We make sure say we continue for lift the youth of Sierra Leone so that let themselves will benefit and bring that benefit in this country. Where everybody will able to survive. When you help one youth, maybe in thousands of people they don't help.